There was a time when they reached out first. You probably do not remember it clearly because back then it felt normal. A text in the morning, a call for no reason, a message just to tell you something small that happened in their day. It was constant, and because it was constant, it was invisible. You only noticed it when it stopped, and by the time you noticed, it had been gone for longer than you realized. People who stop reaching out do not make announcements. They do not tell you they are pulling away. There's no meeting, no letter, no confrontation. One day the pattern simply ends. The good morning texts thin out. The invitations stop. The effort that once flowed in your direction without being asked quietly reroutes itself somewhere else or somewhere inward. You are left holding a connection that still looks alive on paper, but has not had a pulse in months. The first reason people stop reaching out is the simplest one, and the one nobody wants to hear. They got tired of being the only one trying. Not tired in the dramatic sense, not frustrated, not angry, just quietly, slowly emptied. They kept initiating, they kept checking in, they kept making the plans, and at some point they looked around and realized the effort was only moving in one direction. That realization does not arrive with noise, it arrives with silence, a calm internal knowing that the relationship only exists because they are carrying it, and one day they set it down. Not to punish you, not to test you. They set it down because their arms were tired. The second reason is less obvious. They stopped reaching out because reaching out started to hurt. Every message they sent that took too long to get a reply. Every plan they suggested that got rescheduled. Every vulnerability they offered that was met with a short answer or a change of subject. None of these moments were catastrophic on their own, but they accumulated. Each one left a small mark, and eventually the act of reaching towards you became associated not with connection but with rejection. Their nervous system learned, before their conscious mind caught up, that initiating contact with you was a guaranteed path to feeling smaller, so they stopped. Not because they wanted to, because their body would not let them keep walking into the same wall. The third reason is the quietest. They outgrew the version of themselves that needed you. This is the hardest one to accept because it has nothing to do with anything you did wrong. People evolve. The person who once called you every evening may have entered a season of solitude where that kind of connection no longer fits. They did not reject you. They simply became someone whose needs shifted, and the version of them that used to reach out no longer exists in the same way. You're not missing from their life because they removed you. You are missing because the room you used to occupy in their identity has been quietly renovated into something else. There's a fourth reason that rarely gets discussed. Some people stop reaching out because they are protecting you from who they have become. They know they are not in a good place. They know their energy is heavy, their thoughts are dark, their patience is thin. And rather than dragging you into that space, they disappear. You experience their absence as rejection. They experience it as mercy. They are not avoiding you. They are containing themselves. And they will not explain this because explaining it would require a kind of emotional energy they no longer have. The reason people who stop reaching out never come back is not complicated. It is not pride. It is not stubbornness. It is that the silence taught them something they cannot unlearn. During the weeks and months they were gone, they discovered what their life felt like without the weight of a one-sided connection. They found out that their peace was not missing. It was buried underneath the effort of maintaining relationships that did not maintain them back. Once someone discovers that version of quiet, asking them to give it up is asking them to choose noise over clarity. If you're watching this and recognizing someone who disappeared from your life, the instinct is to reach out now, to fix it, to prove you care. But the truth is, if they wanted you to reach out, they would have told you. They did not leave because they wanted to be chased. They left because they were done running towards someone who was standing still. What happens next, after the silence becomes permanent, is its own kind of transformation. That is the next frequency. If this one reached you, stay tuned in.